Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I wanted to revisit DCS Retribution. So DCS Retribution, if you missed my last video, is a fork of DCS Liberation. Although it's got, they're slowly moving in a different direction, and it seems like there's some really cool things in here. So I did want to revisit it, especially since one of the main contributors, this person here, Raffson, recommended I check it out. 2 weeks ago, they published version 1.1.1. That's what we're going to be using. If you need to understand how to install DCS Retribution or DCS Liberation, I do have a tutorial series on how to install DCS Liberation. It's almost identical, if not identical, to DCS Retribution. So we're not going to cover that today. But what I am going to do is I am going to create a new campaign in DCS Retribution, and we're actually going to run through that whole campaign. So I'll have a timestamp below that if you want to skip through the changes on DCS Retribution, going through all the settings and things and getting right into the campaign, you can do so. All right, without further ado, let us start up DCS Retribution. We're going to run it as an administrator. And you'll notice the splash screen is very similar. We'll create a new campaign. I was just doing some testing earlier. And we are going to we'll do the full map, because may as well do a full send. Go ahead and click next. Oh, we're going to use a preset. I want to use Modern Spring. Okie dokes. Now this is new. You can actually turn on and off different airframes that are already part of that particular faction. Now, if that faction does not have that airframe, you would have to create a new faction, which is very easy. So you'll notice there's this Blue Force Modern Sufa. I made this where I added the F-16 Sufa. But I was having a lot of issues with using the Sufa, even though it is supported by DCS Retribution. So we're not going to worry about that today. So for instance, I want to turn off the A-10A. We're going to turn off the Viggen and the Harrier and the Lancer and the Stratofortress, C-130 and the Hercules. I don't want the Growler. We'll keep the Tomcat, the Eagle. We're going to get rid of the F-15D. We'll keep the Strike Eagle. We're going to get rid of all of these guys here. We don't need a Tiger either, or the Super Hornet, or the Thunder, the K-50. So you can just basically sit here and turn them all off. We'll keep the Mirage 2000 just in case. I'm going to turn off the Gazelle and the Frogfoot and the Flankers. All these guys are all just going to go all away. And then we'll keep everything else here, infantry, manpads, etc. And the same thing here, right? We can see all the things that they have. And we'll just keep it as the defaults. We're going to click next. Our desired mission duration, same thing in Liberation. We'll set to 30. I don't think there's a carrier, but if there is, we'll use super carrier. Alright, so in here, this is where you can enable different mods. We're not going to do that today, but like for instance, if we did want to use the Sufa, we would select this. Be careful to make sure you use the right version, because I know like the Sufa mod, I believe they're at 3.7 now. I was playing with 3.7 and it did not go well for me. If I played with 3.6, it probably would have gone better. Next, income, we'll just give everyone tons of cash because we like really big battles. Lots of cash. Automate all that stuff, why not? Okay, well, we'll click finish. This will bring us to our squadrons. We're already aware of how this works. We'll give ourselves, we'll go there. We want an F-16, and I want an F-18. But you know what? I really don't want them there. I want them at insert click. Keep the rest of them there. Do we have F-14? We do. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we'll keep everything kind of defaulted here, except changes. Very nice. All right, so we've got a Hawk battery over here. How much money do we have? We've got a ton of money. All right, so before we go nuts, we want to change this into a Patriot battery, because they will be probably quite, they're kind of isolated. And then what do we have over here? That is a Patriot, and these are probably just different things that I don't care too much about. So we want another Patriot. One more Patriot over here, just for the sake of things. All right, cool. Now, they don't have a lot of yeah, 3. Let's get a couple of longbows there. 4 is fine. And then over here, what do we have? We've got those. Let's get some F-18s. And we're gonna need a refueler. And an AWACS would be nice. We should have our carrier here. And they should have a bunch of stuff that they're making as well. Yep, perfect. All right, we're gonna click begin campaign. Oh wait, we do want to check here. I want to make sure our ground forces are aggressive. And tanks. We want tanks. I like tanks. There we go. Begin campaign. All right, so we have our stuff here. Let's go quickly into our settings. So player collision skill, we want excellent. We want the bad guys as excellent, and we want the bad guys anti-air to be excellent. Income is fine. All of this stuff is fine. One of the things I will note that Raffson did say is that there is no more, trying to scroll through each of these different components, which is amazing. All right, campaign management. These are pretty straightforward. Maximum number of pilots. We're going to set that to like 25. I'm not going to restrict anything. Automate all that. That's fine. It looks like there's also opportunities here to change AI behaviors. So, for instance, you can do flight planner automation, weighting it based off 2 ships, 3 ships, 4 ships, and then the ground unit placement, ground front line, reserve factors, and then procurement targets. So this is really cool that you can kind of get more fine-grained into how you want the AI to act. We're not going to change any of that right now. We are going to try to fast forward to first contact, but we will interrupt our startup time. The other thing that I did like that I saw in here is this. Player flights ignore time on target and spawn immediately. In DCS Liberation, this is not defaulted, and if you don't do this, it can cause you a lot of pain and suffering in terms of like sitting there waiting for it to, for it to be your turn to start up. In my previous tutorials, I said make sure that this is on, and in this case, they default it to on, so I really love that. Next is, it looks like we can select our desired tanker on station time. This is new. 60 minutes, I could say 30, and off it'll be there earlier. Front line length, this is new as well. It looks like we can say like, I want it to be 100 kilometers or 80 kilometers. And then opt for aggressiveness. I'm going to set this to like 40, why not? Game masters, tactical commands, JTAGs, observers. So these are all new. It looks like you can, set those up the way that you want. So game master is someone who has control of everything, can see everything. Tactical commands, I think that's just like the tactical commander. So I could be like Blue 4 tactical commander and tell the frontline units to go in different places. And then you can have 3 different JTAGs or more if you want. That's kind of cool. All right, smoke on the front lines. Yes, smoke generator. All of this stuff is normal. Moving around, convoys drive the distance, artillery strikes. Frontline troops prefer roads. I'm going to say yes. Just because. All right, maximum frontline unit supply, control per point. Okay, I'm not going to touch that. Generate infantry squads. Yep. We're going to turn carcasses off. We're definitely going to turn culling on. And then let's go, the cheat menu looks the same. Plugins, we're going to add splash damage. And then this looks pretty straightforward too. So that's cool. All right, so we need to find ourselves a couple spots here. So we're going to get rid of you. I don't want you there. And then you are, okay, you, C, X, get rid of you. That's fine. And we need to decide what we want to target. So I want to target probably this base here. Oops. A little too close. All right, we want to target this base here. That's an SA6, SA8. It looks like somebody already is targeting the SA6. What is that? Nautilus. Nautilus. All right, we're going to abort Nautilus. And we're going to strike Nautilus. Yep, and we're going to do strike. Just us, create. Set our payload up the way that we like it. I like some AMRAMs. We do not need a targeting pod. And then we are not using these. We are going to use our good old CBU 105s. CBU 105. Come on. That was on me. I shouldn't have moved. CBU. $105. Great. ECM pod fuel. That's all wonderful. All right, and we do still have a new set. So let's tell him we're going to add those folks that were supposed to be coming along. Then we're going to add a flight for escort. Oops, you don't have pilots. Delete that, add flight. They are going to be escorts. And then we will have a flight of strike. And they were going to be F-18s. That's fine. And that's going to be our, I guess, getting even for not using them. Now, do we have any? I don't think we have any cap. So let's create bar cap with our Tomcats. And I want you guys over here more. Yep. Perfect. And then we'll have more over here. Them in a little bit more, and then I want tar cap across our carrier just in case. So there, bar cap on our carrier. Want to make sure that we do not run the risk of getting snuck up on. All right, cool. So this is going to be us. I will see you guys just a moment in game. All right, we are in. So we are in our cockpit here of our F-16, and we're going to go ahead and get set up. We are going to change our livery. Be the Dark Viper.
Request rearming.
Alright, let's go ahead and close the canopy here. Let's get all of our electrical systems online.
Complete.
Set our bingo. Alright, we are ready to go. Alright, we gotta figure out the best way out of here though. I think it's to the left. Alright, let's take a look. To the left. Follow these guys out of here. Busy day here. The AWACS taking off too. Alright. We're going to continue to gain some altitude here, but it's important to note that we don't have nearly as bad a SAM coverage as like Falcon over the mountains. I mean, it's still pretty bad, but it's not like the hell that is the Falcon went over the mountain. We are still going to have to stay low. Not a big deal though. Now it is important to note that I am using a standalone server for this, and I have to say that it is running a lot smoother than I expected for the whole Syria map. Alright, we're gonna stay at about 10,000 feet. I feel like that's a good... 10,000 is a good altitude for us. It's lower than the mountains here, I believe. We are gonna pull back on our throttle a little bit though. Once we head over the mountains, we're gonna have to get lower. I don't want the S200s to take some shots at us. So we might be having a lot of fun here in a minute. problematic. Fox 3. That's the SA6. This is problematic on so many levels. Where are you? Oh, that's not good. Fox 3. Oh shit. I basically just mad dogged him. Fox 3. That one should lock. That one should guide. Splash. It's our fuel state, 5.6. Yeah, we gotta get back. Let's land and rearm. That's a hard one to get. I think the better option is gonna be harms, not cluster munitions. Alright, so let's get going out here again. Now we're going to try with our harm targeting pod. You know, things did not work out as well as we were hoping for last time. So we do have a harm targeting pod now. And we're going to use harms to go after that, that salmon placement. Set up our head, and we're going to set up our HSD over here. Here at ground. Alright, we still have enemy aircraft loitering in the vicinity of our SAM site, so we're going to have to take care of those guys first. This P is our own Patriot battery. Don't want to lock on any of these. That guy there is probably that SA-8. We're gonna probably need to intercept these guys. Looks like we have our own guy over there, so maybe they'll take care of each other. Alright, so we do see the SA-8 now. PGM-5, that's not a very high confidence level, so let's just lock him up there. And we need to just fly around a little bit. I'm gonna brake right. Alright, we got PGM-2 on that. We're gonna get a little closer. Alright, Magnum. And Magnum. Oh, we've locked onto something. Nice. Well, we hit something. We didn't hit what we were hoping to hit, but we hit something. Alright, so we've got some bad guys, it looks like, up in front of us. And we're gonna have to take care of them now. We have 4 missiles. Plenty. I think they've been launched on. If there's anyone left over there. Might be. Box 3. Come on. I'm gonna chase him down a little bit here. Come on, turn around. I dare you. I want you to do it. Box 3. Splash. Is down. Let's see where we're at. We've got to be like having all the fun. Oh look, we got all kinds of shit by us. That other guy's dead. Not worried about him. Let's move in towards those SU-50s or whatever's hitting 50 on the map there. Alright, we need to pop out to 40. I'm gonna go ahead and just turn off all of that. Box 3. Splash. SA6. I don't want an SA6. Where did he go? Shit. There he is. Mad Dog. Oh, it went after somebody else? What? Who did it go after? What the hell was that? Alright, let's get out of here. That was stupid and fun, but we gotta get out of here. I don't want to end up in a situation I cannot survive. Alright, how do we get out of here? That way. Okay. This might be a live and let live moment, but we'll see. You dare turn in on me. Oh shit. What are they launching on? Oh, come on. Only I had a missile. We gotta get out of here, otherwise I'm gonna run out of fuel. Alright, so I think this is where I'm going to leave it for now, and we'll catch you guys in the next video, but yeah, I gotta say I'm really impressed with the performance, really impressed with the user interface changes, and I'm looking forward to, you know, continuing this mission. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.